So then we ask you, then why have the
Correct.
MBS and RWS casino?
Correct.
What?
Then why allow MBS and RWS to come if gambling is not a good thing?
LKY say that don't build the casino. Okay.
Yeah, he got.
But who go and build the casino?
Okay, guys, welcome back to the Bluebird's Way podcast.
Okay, today we have a very, very special guest. Each and every time when somebody wear mask, right, you know that he's very, very special.
Correct.
Okay, today we have Mave Mason. And who is he? Okay, he is known as Singapore Robin Hood.
Correct.
Okay, he's also a professional gambler who always share his winnings to the poor and needy. Okay, Brother Mave, welcome to our podcast. Okay, can you roughly give a brief introduction about yourself or not?
Sure. How brief you want?
Like, are you a pervert?
Okay. I wear mask, but I don't have paper bag over my head.
Yes, correct. Okay, this one we agree. That one is more pervert. Okay.
Okay, so bro, we just to short intro. Okay, he's a professional gambler, and we want to know more. Like, when did you start gambling, and how long have you been gambling? And what's your biggest winning or your most losses?
All these in this podcast because I think the audience very interested in gambling, all these
Yes.
But maybe you can introduce a bit of your age, your occupation, your everything about you lah. Everything about you lah.
I think a bit hard.
Like his career, he still got other work mah.
Okay, so my name is Mave Mason and I am 29 years old this year. No lah, 38.
38.
Yeah, 38. So let me feel young a little bit.
Okay, you young, bro.
People say that I'm a professional gambler, but I never want to be known as a professional gambler. I just go in, I do what I have to do, hit my target, I get out, and I try my best to give back to society.
I see.
So my full-time job, everyone still need to be a full-time job. You cannot rely on the casino's money. I don't think that really works for everyone in the entire world. So in my case, I am a full-time equities research. I sit on top of the management, and I'm hired by some very interesting people, and every day just research on the stock market. So that's basically what I do.
I see. Very nice.
Equity.
Equity. Not too sure what that means.
He's getting too cheap, man. Okay, can you share a bit? Okay, what do you do about this equity job?
Okay, so basically, right, you want to know where the stock market is going to go in the next 1 week. My job is to give you the answer.
So you will invest your company money.
Okay, I cannot do that because I don't
advise.
I can't advise as well because I don't have an MAS license. I can only let my board of directors know what I think is going to happen. So for example, if Putin go to war with Ukraine, it's my problem also. Because every single thing he say, we need to gauge to see what's going to happen in the next 1 to 2 weeks.
Wow, that's actually very cool.
Okay, Luke, can you elaborate about what he just shared to the audience?
So what he say is right. He tell the pot, right? Then the war.
Correct. Okay. So, Brother Mave, can you share a bit on why are you wearing a mask?
I think there are several reasons to that. The biggest one is because I've been through a lot in life. So I always want to share very sensitive things to society. And after that, if I share, it may get a little bit tricky legally and all that. So I rather wear a mask and hide my identity because anyway not handsome. If I go on screen, I also won't get extra views. So just hide my face.
No lah, brother, me cannot say that. We see you.
Kong Tao, now we know you are because of the looks. Kong Tao, that's why Kong Tao so well.
No, brother, me looks good. What? He looks good. He's just being humble, guys. He's just being humble.
You don't say that just because he's rich. Okay?
No, maybe he can give me maybe $20 later for me cab home or what. Okay, guys, I just want to say, hey, I'm wearing Mave Mason shirt. Okay, if next time Mave Mason comes out with, I decided to put, on sale, please go and support. Okay.
Yes,
it's a very nice shirt.
And we will share his TikTok link in our description. So because he don't have an IG, okay, so y'all can go and follow him in TikTok and message him also
Message me
Yeah.
And then say
TikTok lah.
Yeah. Hey, I want to say it because creators like us, when we create, right, there's a lot of comments and we don't reply to but Mave Mason actually replies to every comment. He takes his time to reply to you guys, to let you guys know what the questions you guys have. So please go and check him out.
No, I also reply.
You don't.
All the girls I confirm.
Only girls. guys, he never.
At least I will put a smiley face just to let them know that You know, I appreciate your comment, guys.
You are the most pervert here, bro. Okay, so Mave, since you always wear a mask, right, on your videos and everything, did any followers actually recognize you without the mask when you are in the casino or when you're in public?
Have.
Have
Yes. But the thing is that like they won't run to me and say, "Oh, I confirm you're Mave Mason." Like just now when I say hi to you, you also cannot recognize.
Yeah, I couldn't recognize. I didn't know. I never see you before.
Yeah, so they will slowly try to inch in and try to find out. Lor. Then eventually it is then, well, the Mave Mason branding has grown to become like a gambler's brand now, which again I say I'm not that extra proud about it. So I literally have a fan who was gambling in MBS just some days back, and then he won to a 6-digit figure. And then someone come to you and say, "Hey, you Mave Mason, ah?" But obviously he's not, lah. Then he came to tell me, yeah.
Hey guys, even though brother Mave, he is a professional gambler, I would say, okay, but he do not encourage gambling at all. If you really follow his content, you watch his content, right, all the way he don't encourage people to gamble one. Okay?
I think it's more of a educational purpose video, right? To let people know, you know, what does gambling do to you sometimes. You know, if you know, because like for us, we gamble before, right?
Yes.
What happened?
I became a hero for a while lah, like for that few hours. Then I will go and gamble back and I will lose everything.
Yes, correct. Same goes to.
Then when I start to lose everything, I will make until the people around me also lose everything. So it's very bad for me lah. So I cannot control one. So it's better for me not to like.
And then after you started Bluebird Bros podcast.
Correct. Because we have nothing else to do.
We got nothing better to do.
Yeah. So
okay, you.
Okay. So have any followers, you know, since like they see like you're a professional gambler and they notice you, have they like followed your betting ways? Like they sit beside you, copy whatever you have?
So in 2021, right, I didn't want to be a sham or scam, right? So what I did was I had not TikTok, but I have a Discord server. A community with over more than 1,000 people.
Oh.
So they say, "Mave Mason, you say you're good at this, you're good at that." Okay, like, is there proof? So what I did was I allowed 11 people in about 2 to 3 different occasions to follow me into MBS. Wow. So MBS was not very happy about it also because it was COVID times. So there was social distancing and all that. So out of the 11, 10 won, 1 lost because he didn't follow. Yeah, so it was that journey was like that, but it's really stressful for me because I'm dealing with your money, right? So imagine like you only got like 10,000 left in your wallet. Then you come in, you say, "Hey, Mave Mason, make magic for me." Then I'm not scared about my own cash. I'm scared for you.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stress involved as well. So after when I told myself I've done enough, like proof and evidence that this can be done, or I brought in like 11 people, then don't need to showcase myself again, lah. Yeah.
Then okay, because you see then I also want to share something first. As I know I follow his TikTok for quite some time already, right? Since the start of my TikTok journey. Brother Mave Mason always wear Kenzo t-shirt. You know, the tiger printing one. So that's how a lot of his followers recognize him in casino.
I see.
So people will also see, this is Mave Mason, then they will follow his bet lah. So Mave, sometimes all these people that is like following your bets will affect your betting analysis, not like.
Okay, so long as there is someone at the tables, right, with me, confirm will affect one. Why? Because sometimes the girl very pretty. Okay, no lah.
Yes, that one I believe. Correct.
So sometimes, right, like imagine like the whole table, right, bets on banker. Then you yourself, you think it's player. Your balls must be big enough, right, to tell the whole world, right, that like I'm right and all of you are wrong. Then if you're right, people will say, you sway, it's because of you, that's why I lose. Then if you're wrong, right, you also become the idiot. So I rather play on like private tables and all that.
I see. Okay, so since we are talking about this, what is the game you always play in the casino?
That would be Baccarat.
Baccarat.
Yeah.
It's all the way, no other thing.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
So each time, how long do you spend inside the casino?
I try my best to let it be under 45 minutes. Yeah, which is why I don't like to, sometimes some fans have become friends. So they'll say, "Hey bro, you're inside, right? Why don't I come in and have like drink with you or just see how you play and all that?" So sometimes if I'm done with my run, let's say 20 minutes, then they come in, they didn't want to sit another half an hour. So I try not to say hi to my fans or friends inside there.
Yeah. I see.
But you won't mind like going for a drink with them after your
Yes,
games,
I don't mind, yeah.
Okay, after because maybe when you're inside, maybe you will you
You
don't
want to focus,
you want to bet more, is it, in a sense?
No, can you imagine, let's say right now we're on this podcast, right? Then we go there live, okay? And then we start betting already. Then I realized my first 3 hands were really bad. The fourth hand, right, I want face, I want my reputation. So I would want to try my very best, right, to make sure that I can win and make it into a profit, walking out of this podcast, this live podcast, right, unharmed and like a hero like that. So I'm human being after all, right? Because I keep my Mave Mason branding as strong as possible. And yeah, I don't want to, because of all these kind of things, right, I bet unnecessarily or recklessly.
I see. So you just want to concentrate lah.
Yes.
In a sense. I see.
So Mave, how old did you started like getting into gambling?
That was 18, when I was 18 years old.
Like soccer, all these?
No, that was when my mum bought into one of the Malaysian shares, and then she was just going there and she just go there, po, key, right? And then you go like, hey, shares you can po like that one, man. You don't know, you're young, right? So the louder you shout, right, the higher it runs. So I don't know, I don't understand anything about this shares and whatever. So I tell her, Mom, can you buy me like one lot? So she said, okay, I'll buy. Then I earn a few $100s from there. So I realized, actually, money, right, can turn into more money. So that's when I first started.
Oh, I see. So you've been gambling for around 20 years already lah.
Actually, it's more than that.
More than that?
Yeah.
Okay, what was the first thing you gambled on?
Okay, I'm not trying to be technical here, right? But everything you do, right, in life, right, so long as it's got to do with money, right, it's a gamble. For example, starting a YouTube channel. Yeah, because money has been put in, you don't know what's going to happen. And then sometimes you think that like in the near future, right, you may budget say $30,000, $40,000, but later on when you go until a certain level, you realize I don't want to let go. I go and loan more money, I go and whack some more. Then from what is 30 to 40K, right, becomes $100,000 loss. And people say never mind, because it's a podcast, because it's a YouTube. But what's the difference between that versus the casino?
Yeah, makes sense. Later we go
Bluebird Bros will take a 1 month pause. We will go to the casino and we will win everything.
We will buy one lot later.
Okay, cutscene 1 month later, we're here broke with no shirt and everything.
So, Brother Mave, I very curious also. So, I'm sure you have been into Baccarat for very long already, right? So, how do you start to like realize how do you catch that? How to say catch that thing like how to gamble, how do you train?
So this is a very technical and a very smart question, because a lot of times even my own followers and fans, they ask me, what is your strategy? And so this is what I encase my strategy in, right? In the stock market, there is like technical analysis. So you look at momentum, patterns, and pattern analysis. Where's the support? Where is the resistance? You look at stochastics. You look at RSI. You look at all these things.
Yeah.
But in the casino, or specifically in Baccarat, you cannot. So
correct.
What strategy I use is basically, firstly, understanding how the universe functions. For example, if there's 2.3% of obese people, right, that exist in Singapore or everywhere else in the world, then it'll always be this 2.3% plus minus. Or if billionaires, right, are like only like 236 in the whole world, plus minus, it'll be like that. Slowly, it will increase, yes, probably. That's because, inflation and whatsoever. So what I'm saying is the universe has got a way, right, like got a certain standard that it follows, certain rules that it follows. So if you believe that the universe is created, that means there's a creator, there's a blueprint, then there is a certain rule to it. But you believe somehow, the Big Bang already, then we just exist, then good for you, then I got nothing to say. But let's say in the casino, you take a coin, you flip it over 10 times, right? So my question to you is, if you flip over 10 times, how many times will it appear head consecutively for 10 times? What's the percentage this will happen?
How many times?
Guys, my
4 to 5.
Okay, so probably, right, because it's 50%, correct? Your professor, so right, 4 to 5. Can it go like one shot 10 times?
No.
It's possible, but it is difficult, really
Yes.
difficult.
Yeah.
So what is the chance, right, if you really flip 10 times, right, for it to become heads in a row? It's 0.0 something percent. Don't quote me on the percentage, right? You have to go and do your math, right?
But casino, I see before 14 times.
So
Right.
exactly, but that's very rare. So part of my strategy is based on this. Like this is probability analysis, pattern management. You have to spot all these things, right? Then you can come up to a certain conclusion. So I'll always be looking at the charts, and only Baccarat you can do that. For example, blackjack you cannot mark because there is shuffling machine. Let's say you want to play craps, the one you throw the dice. It's also random because how the dice bounce you don't know. Roulette is the same thing. When the dealer spins the wheel, the dealer can be female, can be male, what kind of strength they use, how the ball bounces is all random. The only thing that is currently, I believe, that is not random, it's the baccarat shoe that has already have like about 8 decks in the VIP area. So you use that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cheap, very cheap.
No, it's not cheap.
I think
it's
I
quite,
need to
quite
take-
cool to know. This guy teach better than my max teacher last time.
I need to
what the
take
heck?
a few thousand to go and learn this thing.
A few thousand what?
To go casino and learn this all.
No, that one you won't learn. Okay, that one you.
No,
feel
I
that-
will because I lost a lot already. So here and there, I also
Then you
know
will
how to-
lose more.
So I will know how to see the chart. You understand or not? Like got ping pong, then got ling.
Right now you see the chart. Okay.
Okay.
And you see, like the banker has win 3 times. What's the
Okay,
next
then
bet?
before the banker win 3 times, how many times player?
Before the banker.
Yes,
I would say a player win 4 times.
4 times. Then this round should be but the last one is who?
Never mind, you just
Player.
don't
3
bother.
times is who? 3 times.
3 times is the banker.
Banker. Then I will take banker.
Actually, the answer is insufficient information.
You see?
So you
see,
Guys,
continue
I'm just
to see
testing
behind.
you.
Understand or
I
not?
am just testing you. Okay, insufficient.
So
Understand
if it's ping pong like 1-1, 4-4, then you can take. You understand what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Mave means I understand.
Yeah, but that's the dangerous thing, you see, because many people when they play, they say, I want to catch the dragon.
Yes.
So if for those who understand Baccarat, catching the dragon is consecutive
Yes.
players, consecutive bankers. So they say if the dragon come ready, right, means you must go and catch it. But actually it doesn't work that way because remember I was explaining to you what are the chances for 8, 9, 10 times of hits to appear. So when you see a dragon, right, you should
don't
step
gamble.
away and change the table, no matter how many pretty girls are there.
Wow, step over
Step away, not step over.
Oh,
You see, you
I
see
thought like
it come
take
out too
opposite.
many times.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say if there's like that. So if you see something like that happening, right, for me, I would have to swallow my pride and walk away and re-look at all the other tables again before I sit down.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now I got a very, very interesting question.
Okay.
Mave, one bet, how much do you usually bet? Oh, like average. Like okay, let's say you just reach a casino. Then you see, wow, this one I think is a good hand. How much will you throw?
So
Bet?
if I think it's a good hand,
Yeah.
it will be half of my day's target. So if my day target is 3,000, I'll throw 1,005.
That's mad. That's like.
Okay. Hey, Rami Mason can.
However, that's small case because what you didn't ask, or the right question should be like how high will you scale your bets to eventually meet a certain mark, that you have to bet big. And how much is that bet big? The answer is a six-digit figure.
You have betted a 6-digit figure.
Yes.
Okay, that's your biggest bet.
Yes.
6 digit is how much? Can you tell us?
Is at least $100,000.
Okay, but sekali is 500. Okay, so how much is it, Mave?
It's under 250,000.
What?
That's
Guys,
insane.
one hand can buy your HDB.
You
Okay.
understand? One hand. And did you win that bet?
Did I win that bet? The answer is yes. However, right, subsequently, right, it's another story already.
Yeah, it's always like that. Yeah, it's always like that.
Okay, then we come to this question. Okay, what is your biggest winning in a day and your biggest loss in a day? If you don't mind sharing.
Well, how about maybe I answer you in a different way, right?
Okay.
My biggest collective win, based on my stats, right, is in 3 months, about 750K all the way to 850K.
Why are we working so hard?
Yeah, guys. From now on, after this, the moment of podcast end, we are heading there.
Yes,
Okay.
we are going to be the 11th person that
Correct.
follow Mave Mason to the casino.
Yes.
Okay,
Correct.
so right, the question is then how much have I lost, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So that was 3 months, right? In 3 days, I lost 90% of it.
So you all see, this is the problem with gambling. You can win a lot, then in few days.
Would you
will
say
lose
at that
everything
point of time, your mindset was
Greed.
a bit weaker? That's why you gave in to the temptation to.
So I guess the question is why that happened, right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. There's a reason why I never started any Baccarat classes. Why even in my own community, I hardly whatever I just told you guys just now about how to play my strategy, right? I don't actually never ever shared that before. to any media outlets or whatsoever, because I don't see a point to it. End of the day, your strategy can be very good, but how about your heart, your emotions? Can you be a robot? Let's say today, if something happens in your life, say maybe you just bought a new car, then someone go and steal your car, drive to Malaysia, go and sell away. Then you feel your heart, wow, very pain. You know, you don't know why God do this to me, right? Then you go into the casino and then you decide to take it out on the tables.
Yeah,
Then that's a different thing altogether. That happened to me because I wanted to help someone. I came to a point, right, where I felt that, okay, so much money is in my hands. I already got my disposable income. Now I got even more income, right, to dispose. So I thought, hey, why don't I really, because the guy is a very close friend of mine.
I see.
So I said, let me try to help him. But sometimes we want to help lah, but the universe just die want this person to die. Then becomes like you decide to be involved in that.
Yeah.
The universe
You
also
die
let you
with
die
him.
lor. Yeah.
Understand.
You die already.
Okay, then. Okay, but Mave, back to the topic, man. We just want to ask, what did your family or maybe your friends thought about it when you first let them know that this is part of your your passion or career?
So I didn't start out as a professional, which means in the very beginning, right, it was nothing but disaster. Yeah, so it's the same thing that I will tell my children as well. You don't care you want to be professional or you want to be a degenerate gambler, don't take this path. Like I'm a very, very open, flexible father. But the thing is, the moment if my children would say, I want to explore the casino, I would say, then you explore the roadside first because that's where you're going to stay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you will not allow them to go to this path.
We had this conversation before between me and Simon when we first met. We agreed that gambling addiction is worse than drug addiction.
Yeah, honestly, it's true because, I mean, okay, this is my opinion now. Okay, imagine, okay, I'm a drug abuser. Then I got 10,000. I can slowly use the 10,000. I can slowly take drugs. But you gambler, you
Affect
boom,
everybody. Affect
5
everybody.
minutes gone already.
Correct.
Then you zero, and then you are living your life like same like a drug abuser.
And then you will ask from your family.
you
you will lie to them. You will steal. All this.
And
So,
you are sober, no? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you a question. You got $1,000 right now, right? Then you take drugs. Okay, will you die tomorrow?
No.
1 year
No,
later?
maybe I can take for 1 month, then I die.
Why would I?
Maybe overdose or what?
Maybe like you
Maybe.
depressed, you like depressed. I mean you a lot of drugs.
So it may lead to death,
it may
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
right? But when you gamble, do you know like how many? Because you were telling people to always just message me and say hi, right? Do you know like on a daily basis I receive how many emails, right, telling me that they need help. I'm a single mother. I'm a guy. I want to jump down already. I even receive picture of the person right before he want to jump.
Oh.
Yeah, so like this is what I've seen, right, in the gambling community. When they have all the money, right, you are the last person they will think of. But when they are in trouble, right, before even they jump or they decide to end their life, let's say the night after, they will look for you. They will ask you what should they do in my kid's house. I've seen before how someone decided to use some funny, strange strategy, go in, lost $500,000, go and loan another 150,000, and then lost it all. Go back home, close the door. Everything is just dumped under the blanket, and then just decide to live life like that. Then the 3 children nothing to eat. The wife had to go and lend money. Like it happens.
Oh,
I mean I was a gambler also lah, even though I didn't lose a lot, but back then when I really lost all my savings and I still owe. Usually when you are a gambler, you won't just like lose your money only. You will lose your money and you will owe a lot of money because you borrow, try to fight back.
Right.
You always want to fight back. So when I owe a lot of money, then I lie on the bed. Really, it's like what Mave just shared. You keep thinking, how to return the money? How to clear the money? Then you cannot sleep. You just lie on the bed. Then you don't want to go anywhere.
Then when you think about work and then you know that
You know you work-
money is slow, and then you also need to survive. Then you have no idea how to actually pay that money, and then it's just going to be in your head.
Then when you wake up also you,
Wow,
shit, today I need to return this person's money, things like that. So you are living life like a zombie like that. That's why I say like very quite jialat lah, to be honest lah. Okay, okay, Mave, I think that casino also got a lot of like people who are like doing like scams lah. We see lah. Got newspaper come out. casino got scam, maybe they pack up with the dealer, this and that. So what is the most ridiculous story or scam that you heard about betting or in? It can be inside a casino and outside a casino.
Okay, so you need to understand that when I go to the casino, right, I don't talk to anyone. The last time I had a partner while doing this, right, when he walked in, he was more popular than Zhou Jielun. He would just wave and say hi to everyone. I was like, how come I've been here for more than 10 years, right? Nobody want to even look at me, That's because when I go in, I do what I have to do, I get out, right? So I would have very, very little experiences in hearing about, all these scams going on. But what I do know, not firsthand, is that some people will just go and scam that, saying that, hey, you helped me to bet 5,000, later I give you back the money, but they don't give back. And then at that point in time, you're pretty hot already, man, because everyone is just betting. Hey, let me 5,000 first. You bet for me first. But after you bet already, right, the person just bye already. Now, sometimes people just steal your chips, but there's CCTV. So there are a number of things. People will say, I'll sell you my hotel room because MBS give hotel room, right? Like the hotel room is worth 1,000 a night. I sell you 300 only because you brother, ma. Then after I sell you, but actually the room don't exist.
All is small.
Hey,
small money, but when they lose, they desperate already, man. Even got 100, 200, they also take and try to fight back, right?
Okay, then bro, I just want to ask, like, since all these scam, you experienced this before, right? Have you ever tried online casino before? Have you ever met someone that gave you like you thought is give you like help you out in a sense hey, this app good or something like that, and then you realize, hey, this guy is just trying to scam my shit. Have you experienced that before?
Okay, I'm actually thinking about what I can say regarding this matter.
Okay, no problem.
Because right, of course you guys know online gambling is 100% illegal here in Singapore. But prior to it being so illegal, right, it was a grey area. So that time, a lot of public listed UK casinos were allowed to function here. So I was playing online already, even before MBS came about.
I see.
So what I like to do as a human being, I like to look at the parameters of things, right, and exploit the loophole. Right? So I saw that they had a certain Baccarat jackpot. And I didn't really exploit it, meaning that sure we'll win one. You just keep on trying to bank on it. And it came to a point where each hand, consecutively within a week, I won 60,000 from that exploitation. And then what they did was they restricted my minimum bet to become very high, my maximum bet to become very low. And then slowly it became impossible to play. It's as good as they ban you at that. So I did touch online, but I think your question was also more touching about the illegal bookies. I won't say that I've played it, but I can tell you that I have a lot of friends who are involved. Even some of my friends and fans right now, right? They are pretty much very involved, even though the law is out, right? Yeah. But I tell you, many people are still falling under the power of this kind of underground bookie casinos, and it's very, very dirty one. You can never win them, man.
So wait, Singapore, they don't let any online casino. They don't allow any, not one.
No.
Yep.
No. What's the reason behind it?
Because they got casino already, ma.
Oh, because they can earn They don't.
I mean, from the point of government, definitely they have to do whatever that is so-called beneficial for the public, ma. So gambling, obviously, is not a very so-called, can I say not a very good thing to begin with So I think, I don't know
So then we ask you, then why have the MBS and RWS casino?
Correct.
What?
Then why allow MBS and RWS to come if gambling is not a good thing?
LKY say that don't build the casino. Okay.
Yeah, he got say
But
that.
who go and build the casino?
Who?
We will talk about it again. Okay.
This podcast ends here, finish already next year.
Because you don't know who is that.
I know.
What's the guy name?
The related to him, no?
But okay, since we know that gambling,
because they want to earn,
no, we know that gambling is a bad thing, right? You know gambling can ruin life also.
Yes.
But why did the government open it?
Because earn the
they
money,
can earn
got
money,
tourists, all this, I think.
This
Correct or not?
also
Okay,
quite
what you don't
We
understand.
must hear from Mave.
Okay, let's hear it.
So what society doesn't understand is that there are also social costs involved. So you start the casino, people who go through, let's say, huge losses, debts, family counseling, all that. It's also money, right? Don't quote me on the percentage and numbers, but it's probably about, let's say, every $1 billion, right? It's 1% that government or the country must use this 1% to invest back into society to help all these people who are involved, right? So it's a social cost. So you said tourism and all that. Let me ask you, how many of your friends as a Singaporean is hired to become a dealer in, let's say, in one of the casinos?
My relative,
I actually wanted to be a casino dealer.
Correct.
I went for the interview. No, I went for the interview, and then I just started TikTok. Then after that, they took around like 1 to 2 months to get back to me, and by then I decided to, you know what? I don't want to be a casino dealer. I want to do content. I want to do my own things. Then they contact me. Then I told them, you know what? Never mind. I'm not interested anymore.
Yeah, but the point is, there's not a lot of Singaporeans, right?
Yeah, correct.
There are a lot of foreign talents.
Yeah.
So what do you mean by creating jobs? Who is actually working there? My casino host, Malaysian, right? Nothing wrong with Malaysians, but then it's just that like when they say they create jobs, do they create jobs ultimately? I guess the answer is yes, but at what cost? Yeah, so people then ask me, so what do you think we should do? Because Singaporeans have already given more than $1 billion worth of levy paying to the government. Going before, you need to buy levy, right? Already $1 billion.
last time it's 100 now it's 150, right?
Correct. Yeah. So this $1 billion is already spent out of our pockets. So is it stopping Singaporeans actually if you like allow this levy thing to go up to $150? Well, they claim yes. But then people ask me, so what's the solution here? I think that people should go through a course, and then they must graduate from this course, have a certain license to enter into the casino, to let them understand what they're going through first before they decide to destroy their bank accounts by going into the casino.
Oh, that's pretty deep, man.
Yeah, I think
like-
Mave really got.
Yeah.
He really go and think.
I think he also went through a lot, lah. You know, you
definitely,
I
yeah.
think you definitely also went through. So
Why he will went through a lot? Because I believe he ever gambling ever like maybe crumble your life at certain part of your life, right? Like you lost. Can you share a bit more on this? Like
then
your
make you
worst
make,
loss and make you like maybe
this is your last like you know
last straw
I want
already.
to-
I don't want this shit anymore. You know, like
Okay, first it happened this way, right? Because just like anyone else who is probably younger, right? They were chasing after money. You just want to be able to walk into, say, a Siamtiong, right? And say, people want to hang 1,000. I want to be able to hang 5,000. Why? Don't know. Just there's no end to it. So you don't have a target in mind. You don't know what you want to do. You just want money only. Okay, so that was the situation that caused me to keep on wanting to go for more. So even you get the money on hand already, right? It's not that you're greedy. You just want to become more and more powerful, more and more recognized, thinking that you've got more and more money, there's more things you can do. Don't care for society or what. It could be an excuse or whatsoever. So that happened. No? Totally got no handbrake. Yeah, jumped off the plane, got no parachute. And so at the end, I told myself, never mind, just try. If I can win yesterday, today also can win. What? But turns out, right, it became a huge trouble. My career in the past, I was an educator. Basically I stand in front of like thousands of people, and then I teach. It was all puffed out for me well, but because of gambling, right? Not the casino gambling, but generally the concept of gambling, right? That eventually caused me to come to a point of supposedly no return. Yeah.
I guess so. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So have you ever like went through any phase of like I really freaking depressed already, I want to die, I don't want to live my life anymore?
I don't think
like,
I'm
you lost until that kind of state before?
I think the answer is yes, but I don't think I'm a person who would say I will go and jump down and die. Because I believe that we only got one life. No matter how bad it is, right, you still can find means and ways. Every problem can be solved. The only reason why people will choose to die, right, I feel, is because of face and reputation. Like, just now we're talking about the problem about drugs, right? Like, I take drugs today, I made a mistake. So let me go for rehab and become a changed person. But if I gamble, I lose my mom's money, I lose my father's money, I lose all my siblings' education money. Where do I hide my face? I go back, everybody will spit on me. So I better don't go home. I go and jump better, right? So that's why, sure, I have come to that level before. But then took day by day lor. I even ran away from Singapore, went to cook bee hoon, kway teow in China, in the roadside, and then with rats running around me 2 meters away, and you just sell to the rural people. I earn about $2 revenue, not net profit, 2 Singapore dollars per plate.
10块人民币啊，last time I got eat before.
Yeah, huh? Nice, but not I cook.
That was when? That was when?
That was 8 years ago.
Yeah. Then after that, you decided to come back to Singapore.
No, I didn't. So I stayed there. So I then asked myself, what kind of talents do I have as a human being? What kind of skills I have? And I asked myself, give myself a plan. How should I be going back to the past? Do I want to gamble again? Or do I want to become a better person to find my success eventually? So I asked myself what I have. Then I started writing, doing the writing business, bringing people over to China. So let me see if I can say this. Basically I invite people, not say invite, I write articles about where to play in China. Yeah. And then bring them to massage places, KTVs, sing song only.
That book still have or not? That book.
What kind of?
Actually, the article is still online.
东莞
I don't know all this one.
东莞
Can we ask what kind of massage are we talking about?
What kind of massage are we talking about? Like the one that tie on the bed then
That is not a massage, bro. What is that?
No, that one is a massage,
No
bro.
lah.
No, you never see the rope on the bed before. Okay. That one is I heard from my friend one. It's not me.
Stop it, Simon. We all know.
Okay, let's please keep it.
Okay, so right, then people began to see, okay, this guy, right, when I come over to this particular part of China, and this guy really took me around, and he helped me to book hotel room, the transportation, like everything he do, sui, So this guy not bad, like good friend, and he is very meticulous in what he do. Then that time China was booming, so they want to invest in, like maybe international trading and all. They got me to become like their main guy there. So one person, I'll run several things like tea, leather business, like just even trading like packaging and all that. That's how I slowly come back up. Yeah. Then so I ran, right? As in like I decided to change my life, and then I was in China. So at that point, there are still old banks money and all. So slowly, together with the help of my family, slowly clear through that.
You see, even though you see like, Mave Mason is doing very well, very rich this and that but he also went through a very difficult phase like old money.
Started from the bottom.
All because of gambling, and I believe that this is the reason why he always emphasized like he do not encourage people to gamble. Okay, so
I guess he really came like you drop into a very deep hole and you crawl your way back out lah. I mean, I guess what he's trying to say also is like, do not give up hope lah. If you are, I actually have a friend recently. He also got into gambling and he owed a lot of debts. I have a talk with him. I told him like, as long as now you are not gambling, you will make your way back up.
That's true.
I believe in that because you are not getting yourself into deeper shit ma. Whatever you do now, whatever you work, you are earning that money. And you will slowly you finish all your debt. You're going to get your way back up, man. So I'm just, we can let the viewers know if you are gambling addict and you're not doing well, please just stop it, and then slowly fight your way back up. There's always hope in life.
Gamble responsibly lah.
Gamble responsibly.
Okay, brother Mason. So I think we also like come to like maybe we can have a closing soon. So what do you like want to say to your followers? Those have been like faithful followers of your fans, your supporter, and to those people whom you helped before.
Okay, so I think for my followers, right, they come from a very diverse background. Some of them are either very, very jialat, about to lose their life tomorrow, that kind of one. Or the rest, some of them can be big bosses. I know of people who go for, some of my followers, right, they go on cruise, right, one night, their room like 15,000 to 30,000, that kind of one. There are one hand also like tens of thousands, that kind, in MBS, in VIP rooms. Because in MBS, all the way at the top, the Paisa rooms, right, you need at least to check in $1 million before you can play. I do have such followers as well.
Check in $1 million to stay?
To go and start playing in that private room. Yeah. So my followers are quite diverse. There's very hard to find a middle ground kind, man. But if there's one thing that I want to, like share and let them know, or it's my personal message to them, and that is life is not all about money, glory and riches. I think that in order to be able to move, right, like the next 1 kilometers or 10 kilometers in life, waking up feeling like you can see the sun, breathe and be happy, you need to have meaning and purpose. So that can be money, or it may not be money. But people say, don't talk cock lah. In Singapore, no money, how to survive? Yeah. I'm not saying don't have money. You need to have money, but don't have those unreasonable amount of money, right? Until you keep in the bank. Someone that I know that's super close to me, right? Because I communicate with this person almost on a daily basis. This person has got at least 300 million USD, right? Kept in the bank, sitting there, doing nothing. My question to you is for what? You're just wasting everyone's life, and the economy is because economy for it to spin, right, the money must spend, ma. Yeah. So people hoard the money. Then for what? To what end? One day you're gonna die, all this is gonna be gone. You cannot bring with you, ma. So it's about finding your meaning and purpose in life, and from there, hopefully everyone can live happy.
I see. There's a very deep advice.
300 million.
300 million.
You
this guy.
I think you will spend a lot. You will let it spin and roll.
Yes, I will spend it all in a year. Okay, not all lah. Maybe I'll leave.
No, I will go China first. Then I will bring brother Mave.
Then you all will go to a massage.
Yes, I will bring him. No, he will bring me to the rope.
No, you will bring him. Not he will bring you.
I'm spider.
Then will you bring him to Thailand to find Ladyboy?
No.
Huh?
Yes. Okay, brother Mave, I also want to take this opportunity to let you tell those people who are struggling with gambling addiction. What do you have to say to all these people?
Okay, it's gonna be something that's pretty heavy, lah, right?
Yes.
As
heavy as you can.
Look
no
in
problem.
the camera to tell them.
So sometimes a lot of people, like just now, even the bros here, right, are saying that you just stop can already. It's true, you stop, but the moment when you start to gamble, right, or the moment when you start to use a big sum of money to try to fight for a big sum of money, right, what is going to happen is sometimes there's no turning back. Yeah, so if it's you're at a point of difficulty and whatsoever, the first thing you got to do is seek help. And when I say seek help, I really don't mean just to go and look for NCPG, for counseling and all that. Speak to your parents, speak to the people who are closest to you. You got to seek help first. And then after that, step number 2 is to start planning. You got to start planning on your finances, who can pay, who you can delay first. You need to plan everything out. And because number 3, if you don't do all that, right, you will come to a point where the road is no return one. And when that happens, for some people, their life would end. So start doing something about it today.
Oh, nice.
Start doing something about it today.
Today we go casino.
I think it's very similar. Like gambling addiction, drug addiction. Yes. I always feel very relatable to Brother Mason, and we met 1 year ago. I never forget how he encouraged me. That time I don't have much followers. I just started TikTok, but he reached out to me. He said, "Hey, I'm very inspired by your story. He encouraged me. 包 me $800 the ang pao But I use it wisely lah. I never go and take drug lah. Okay. No lah, never lah. Then okay, Brother Mason. Can I ask you a last thing before we do a closing? Okay. What are the things that you are looking forward to in life right now? Like your plannings, and things like that.
Okay, so for me, right, it's always about being able to give value to society. And I want to do it via content creation. And just like you guys, for example, through this podcast, you can reach out to maybe hopefully 50 to 100,000 people, and they realize, okay, gambling is like that. Maybe I don't want to go casino today. So I want to use my content creation skill as my sword. I don't know whether you guys know that recently I reached out to Uncle Roger, live in your blog, man.
Yeah.
Uncle Roger is the Malaysian guy, is it?
No, not that one. The food panda one.
Yeah.
So
met into an accident. Y'all can see this content on his account.
Okay.
So he was going through some, of course, pain due to the accident, but also some form of injustice lah. I'm not here to say that he's 100% correct, but what I'm saying is that if today your counterparty is, say, maybe Food Panda, not a small company. Or there are also other people, right, who are supposedly saying that they are victims, he's a victim, everyone is a victim. But Uncle Roger, he's really got no money, man. So he's going through all these difficulties, right? Not only people don't help him, people turn around to give him more trouble. I cannot say what kind of trouble because he's undergoing it right now, but I want to use it as my sword. So right now, what I did was I managed to put it up in the media, and now people are aware of this. So Food Panda reached out to me as well and said that they would help. However, until today, Food Panda, to what I know, right, have done nothing yet, lah. Okay.
Hey.
What are you doing?
Lim Pei every time buy your food, okay, from
No.
Food Panda. Lim Pei every time buy.
I
Then sometime you fuck up Lim Pei order, I okay, no. Now you don't want to, you want to reply, no. You want to help that Uncle Roger,
But I buy Grab food. I buy Grab food. But
yeah,
I
now
also
I
very
go Grab
angry.
food.
That day I also very angry. but I really see a lot of things that Brahmi Mason did for the
Yeah.
public. You know,
Yes.
like he helped. I really mean he really helped the poor and needy. People can say, haters will say, "Aiya, like 做戏啦, you know, like act one lah, you know, act one."
No, to me,
You go and act lor.
Yeah.
You go and give money lor.
Yeah.
You
You
go
know-
and take
you know, like-
$1,000 and give people lor. You go and act lor.
yeah, I feel that, you know, people who, you know, give to the society, right, and they take video of it, and then people will come saying like, why you need to take video
Yeah,
for what?
right.
No, the thing is, we are doing this to encourage people.
Correct.
To encourage people to do more of this type of charity. You
Correct.
understand? Understand or not? Wow, make me too.
Okay, so we have come to the
Yes.
end now. Okay, do you have anything to say to our brother?
No, I just want to say, thank you for coming to the podcast, man. I really wanted to see you for a very long time, but Simon didn't plan this at all. Until
Thank you
now.
for having me here.
No, thank you.
So we are going to give your benefit. Today,
Yes.
Brahmi Mason is going to do a face review. Oh, no. Nah, it's a joke. Brahmi Mason, you got anything you want to say?
Yeah, any last words?
Okay, I say already, all the last words say already.
Okay,
And
thank you. Thank you.
Remember, guys, please not only like, share, subscribe to our account, okay, Bluebird Bro Singapore, but also give Brahmi Mason a follow and also like enjoy his content Okay,
Alright,
guys.
on notifications,
Yes.
share to your mother, father, sister, grandmother, cat, dog, hamster, everything you share.
Yes.
Everything.
Thank you for watching Bluebird Way Podcast.
Bye-bye.